Hi everyone, Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com. I hope you're all very well. And this is just a little movie review on this one here. Little film called Just Mercy. Please, if you're new to the channel, push the old subscribe button. That'd be great. Push the bell notification so you know all these little movie review vlogs and specials and poster specials and information on new releases, etc. coming out. Please push that notification and set your notifications to public so you get to know about these things. Right, yeah, we're just going to look at Just Mercy today. It's a 12 certificate. Written and directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, and it's a legal biography crime drama, so it's a true story as well. And it's based on the true story of a young lawyer by the name of Brian Stevenson, played by Michael B. Jordan, and his battle for justice for one of his clients. One of his first cases is a Walter McMillan, played by Jamie Foxx, really well played by him in this, who in '87 was sentenced to death for the murder of an 18-year-old white girl, despite evidence against him was mainly from a criminal with a motive to lie, and obviously there were other sort of, he had alibis, etc., but it all seemed to be ignored for some reason. Anyway, Brian Stevenson, the lawyer, fights for the truth and the release of his client, and this obviously follows the story of it. Also touches on other little stories as well of other prisoners and other things that happened before and after. Brie Larson also stars, as well as Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan in this movie. Any good? Well, yeah, I mean, Rotten Tomatoes are quite, this is going to shock you here. It's got an 83% positive approval rating, which is excellent, based on 274 reviews. And it's got an average rate of 7.01 out of 10. But the audience rating is actually 99%. It gets a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, which doesn't happen very often. The actual box office was pretty good. It was 25 million to make, and it actually got $50 million back at the box office, so that's okay. Metascore, that's the critics rating that we usually have a look through Internet Movie Database. Their score is 6.8 out of 10 based on 49 reviews, so not quite as impressed as Rotten Tomatoes, which is unusual. And the scores from the critics are anywhere between 5 and 7.5 out of 10. I mean, you got certain comments being made about it by that says like a bit predictable, never quite as compelling as you expect, runs too long, rousing and moving and frustrating, and that's even from some of the higher scores as well. We're getting a little bit of negativity. Joe Public, you and me, the Internet Movie Database overall rating for just the Joe, you know, not the critics, a non-critics rating is 7.5 out of 10, which is a much healthier score. With comments again, well executed with minor flaws. So again, not perfect. Great movie, wonderful story. The film is amazing, pretty good. Solid true story. Read the book, it's better. Well, again, it's another book adaptation, so you very rarely get a film better than the book, don't you? That's the problem. Extremely moving, powerful, nothing new. Great story, but not much else. Interesting story with too much fiction. So yeah, there's obviously going to be poetic license done, isn't it, with any sort of movie like this? I mean, my little view on it, I mean, again, criticism comparing a book to the film. Well, yeah, I mean, I've watched many films and gone back and read the book, and obviously I've been impressed with the book. And I've read a book and then watched the films, and yeah, it's all right. But I mean, it's very rarely you can put down on a film what you can get out of reading a book and taking all the details, etc. So I'm not really with that criticism. I don't really agree with it generally. But the things of, it's a bit predictable, and it fails to, some said it fails to ignite, and it's the director played safe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm more in line with this Rotten Tomatoes 99%. I'm not going to go that high, you know me. I'm a bit mean on my scores anyway, but I'm not sure really about the critics. I don't know what they wanted. Did they want people banging on tables in a courtroom? Did they want scenes of graphic violence? I mean, there's hints at the violence, obviously, by various sources, but I'm not sure what they're saying about with this criticism that it's sort of not powerful enough. I don't think that's justified. To be honest with you, I've not read the book. I mean, we've seen this film, haven't we? Done time and time again. We've seen these sort of films, but so what? I mean, if it's done really well, these things need to be told. These need to be out there, don't they? Or these need to be, carry on being made, these sort of films. And obviously, if you watch the end of this film, you'll see perhaps another story of another guy that needs telling and things like this. So, I mean, it's superbly well acted. I mean, it leaves you uplifted at the end. I mean, that's all. If that's all it does. I mean, that's fine by me. If I feel great at the end of a film and uplifted by a film, then it's done its job for me. Whether it got there a little bit in a windy way or and overly not on the edge of the seat way, but there's on about powerful enough. There's an execution scene in it. I'm not giving too much away. It's not the guy who obviously that's been trying to get off death row. There's an execution in it which is superbly done. And I mean, if that isn't powerful enough in itself without the rest of the film, I don't know. I mean, 136 minutes just flew by for me. It didn't seem like over 2 hours at all. It was superb. And as I said, you get the little, like a lot of these true stories, you get the little bits at the end where they comment about the guys that perhaps were in the film and what they're up to, and they show you the images of the people. And it's just a great film. I mean, I don't have any real criticism. As I say, most of the critics seem to think it just wasn't strong enough. But I'll say that as far as MGM's concerned, I'm going to give it, for me, a very, very high score for me, because you know me, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 on my personal rating for Just Mercy. I think it was superb, and it's well worth a watch. And if you certainly like these courtroom things, as I said, yes, we've seen it before. Yes, no doubt we'll see it again, but no, I thought it was done really well, put together, not too overly, one way or the other. It wasn't too harsh and it wasn't too soft. It was just about right. I thought it was a nice mix of realism. Or obviously the book was probably, from reading between the lines, pardon the pun, is perhaps a little bit more gritty and powerful. But I think this film is worth a watch, and I agree with the Rotten Tomatoes guys at 99, not quite 99%, and obviously Internet Movie Database 7.5 out of 10. I'm a little bit higher than that, and if you know my scores, it's very rarely that happens. But yeah, please, and you have the opportunity to buy this as well. It's out to buy from Monday the 25th of May 2020. So. $9.99 on DVD. So if you're that way inclined and you've seen it and you want to buy it and own it, that's out to buy as well. Anyway, that's my little thoughts on Just Mercy. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you agree with me, if you get to watch this. But please, it is well worth a watch. And yeah, but it's just another one that's out there to be looked at, and these injustices have to be looked at, don't they? And there's still injustices going on now, isn't there? I'm in the UK, I'm a little bit sheltered. I know there's a lot more effect over in the US, these sort of films, but obviously here in the UK we do appreciate these films and we do enjoy them, if that's the word. But we do, as I say, I was uplifted by the ending. So that's all I want in a film. A good film to keep me watching, and a good film to make me feel a little bit good at the end, and that's all we can ask, really. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please follow me on Twitter. I have a couple of accounts on Twitter. I'm at Charles Deneen, Deneen spelled DINNN, and at Nostalgia_movie. You can follow me on either of those or both. They're usually linked together, and I try to follow everyone back, so bear with me, I can do that. And obviously I'm on Facebook at Burn Deneen with links to MovieGameNostalgia.com. It's my little website for old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s, some great films, some great actors, and some board games as well are on there. So if you're into your board games, please have a look on my MovieGameNostalgia.com website. Give you a thumbs up for that, a visual thumbs up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this today. As I said, please let me know on Twitter or in the comments below what you think about Just Mercy, or whether you're going to plan on watching it. Hopefully you do. I think it's worth the effort. Anyway, whatever you're going to do with this day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. Let's all look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again for something very similar in the near future. This is Bernard saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.